Welcome back to the Backpacking 9-Hole Cup Expert Division, hole number 9. Here we're going to be playing a layup to sniper bounce up shot for a chance at the Albatross. We're going to use APOC and a luminary type ball. Should be able to play this one with an APOC 4 plus. The elevation for the drive is P3, 0% max. Spin set is 2 top spin, 1 right spin, and we're using a half a ball of curl, no overpower on the drive. Make sure that you have your APOC sniper bag. 2 top, 1 right. We're going to be setting up at the top of the plus 10. So, the starting position is as follows. APOC 5 and 6. You'll have 1/3 of the red ring in the right rough at the top of the plus 10. APOC 7 is red ring on the right rough at the top of the plus 10, like you see here. APOC 8 is 2/3 of the blue ring in the right rough at the top of the plus 10. If you're using an APOC 4, you're going to be setting up at the top of the plus 16. And then you can mimic the second bounce being just on the fairway, like you see here. This is with spins added. That second bounce is just in the fairway, just off the rough. So if you're having APOC 4, you want to be at the top of the plus 16, and you want to have that second bounce just in the fairway like that. That makes sure that you are in the correct starting position for the drive. Again, P3, no elevation, max numbers. We're going to use a half a ball of right curl with no overpower. So just like the previous curl shot that I showed you, I'm using the same thing as a reference here, with the exception of this time the left side of my ball is touching my center line here, and then the bottom of my ball is touching the bottom of the shot circle here. That's my 2 references. That ensures that I always have the same curl and I always have the same amount of power. You don't want to add any overpower to this shot, as we're already kind of getting close to the top of the rough on this drive. So you don't want to catch some kind of weird roll out, roll long, and roll into the rough. With that being said, if for some reason you do, don't worry, you can still reach the green for an easy eagle. We're using a P5 ball here, so even if something goes wrong on the drive, you should still be able to reach the hole or very close to it for an easy eagle. The approach plays P3 plus 45% at slider with 1 left spin only. I know we're using a P5 ball here, but it's P3 plus 45% at slider. 1 left spin only. So here's what I'm looking at on this setup. I'll add my 1 left spin, and then what I do is I pull my second bounce back just until it clips the rough, and then I'll push it up just until it's out of the rough. So you want the second bounce to be just barely in the fairway, out of the rough, and then you want the tip of the ball guide to be splitting this line that is in line with the hole. Kind of hard to see here, but there's a line there, and I can't draw straight, but there is a line there. That tip of that ball guide is splitting that line that is in line with the hole. And then the second bounce is just onto the fairway like you see there. you'll adjust P3 plus 45% at slider. Now you're going to be really close to max here. You'll either be, I think the lowest I ever was the plus 18, right? But I'll give you those slider values. 22 is 100 slider. 21 is 97. Plus 20 is 95. Plus 19 is 92. Plus 18 is 90 slider. Plus 17 is 87 slider. Plus 16 is 85 slider. Plus 15 is 82. And plus 14 is 80 slider. You shouldn't need anything more than that. That ought to get you everywhere you want to be. One thing to note on this one is you're going to want to pay attention to the plus yards you start at and the plus yards you pull down to on your approach. So if you were paying attention, I started at the plus 20. I pulled down to the plus 18. That means I didn't need to play any underpower on the approach. Now, there are more tailwind angles here. So my tweaks for this drive, just so that you have a better chance at a drop, are as follows. If you pull down anything plus 3 yards or less, then you'll play it a standard shot, no overpower, no underpower. If you pull down between 4 and 5 plus yards, less than what you start at, then you'll need 1 click of underpower. If you pull down between 6 and 7 plus yards below what you start at, then it needs 2 clicks of underpower. And if you pull down between 8 and 9 plus yards below what you start at, then you'll need to use 3 clicks of underpower. And those clicks of underpower are because in the more tailwind angle, you will land higher up. And if you don't use the underpower, you're going to miss the shot to the left. You'll be a little bit long and a little bit left. If you use the underpower, you have a much better chance at dropping this shot. It's not the easiest shot, but if you get the tweaks right, you pull straight, hit your underpower right, hit perfect, you do have a good chance at dropping this albatross on hole number 9. So, best of luck. Hope you get the drop. We'll see you on the next round. Good luck, everyone. Catch you later.